going on YouTube? Flames. We're going to bring you guys a brand new video. I guess today's video is going to be a little bit more serious. I guess it won't be as much of a joking matter, but there had been a lot of questions about OpTic Halo. Now, I did stream the other day and basically answer a lot of these questions, but everyone's like, Flame, please make a video so all the people who are not in the stream can understand what is going on. So I'm going to go over 3 things to speed up everyone on what is going on with OpTic Halo. First thing I want to answer is what happened to Stellar. So Stellar is still at the OpTic Scuff House, but he will be leaving this Wednesday to the Winter X Games to compete for a gold medal, but he will not be playing underneath the name of OpTic. There was a team named Renegades who offered him a spot, and there was nothing shady about when he was offered the spot. He's been above and beyond informative about always keeping everyone up to date on what is happening. And we were out getting sushi the other day, and he shows me his phone as soon as he gets a message from one of the players in this team named Spartan the Dog. He goes, Mike, what do I do? And I go, God damn, that's something even for me is a hard decision right there. You got, the OpTic Gaming brand versus people that are going to be going to X Games to compete for a gold medal in video games. So I was like, woo! To be honest, B, I don't know, but that is something that's very, very hard to pass up. I think if everyone was offered that same exact spot on our team, myself, Maniac, or Assault, I believe each and every single one of us would have said, yes, I'm going to join that Renegade team. So there's no hard feeling between me and B. He's still in my room. He's still gaming. I've been watching him play while I figure out everything that I'm doing. And there's just no hard feelings. So he is now on a team named Renegades. It is himself, Spartan the Dog, Ninja, and Victory X. They will be competing at X Games. I'm going to be rooting him on just because B's definitely one of the greatest teammates I've ever had. Good kid. He's only 18 years old. I can definitely tell that, he was raised really well by his parents. So he was definitely someone I got along with very, very well on the team. So there's no hard feelings between him and I. Moving on to number 2 now. What does that leave OpTic Halo? So it's going to be myself, Maniac, and Assault. But as people saw the other day, myself and Assault were running games with Cloud and Hysteria. Now, we were running games, I think it was a day before the roster lock. People saw it on Twitter, people saw we were playing, and started kind of posting about it. And it was just coming down to the roster deadline. People didn't want to team with certain people. There were a lot of people that Assault was talking to that didn't want to team with me. There were some people who didn't want to team with Maniac. And, they offered me that spot on the team. All 3 of them came to me and said, we want this to kind of be a team that we run with to see if we like it, and if we do like it and we do well on that one day, then continue going forward with it. It wasn't the greatest games that we played when I did play with those guys, just because I definitely wanted to run with myself, Assault, Cloud, and Maniac before running with this other player, which was Hysteria. And I guess we got off after 3-4 games. Hysteria made a comment it just doesn't seem like everyone's head was in it. And at the moment, my head just wasn't in it. I wish I kind of gave it a little bit more effort, but then that would kind of go against the way that I am as a person, where it's usually family before anything else. And I was like, you know what, I already turned down, 2 godlike players, the potential of having that team at the beginning of the year, so, why am I going to do this now last minute? Next day comes up, Assault starts playing with a bunch of other people, and he keeps me up to date. Just talking to him on Skype all day, and he basically just told me the whole thing that him, Hysteria, were a package of 3. They were a trio. So they were just going through a lot of stuff. There was a team named Winter Fox that offered them all spots in the team. They all ran games with them. And basically last night was a crazy, crazy hell of a night. Everyone stood up until I think 6, 7 a.m. depending what time zone you lived in. But everyone was up just waiting for these 3 to make their move, because everyone was waiting on Hysteria to either decide if he was going to go to Winter Fox or not. Ends up not going to Winter Fox, and it ends up them 3 teaming up with this new kid. I believe he's only 16 or 17, might be 18, but his name is Denoxide. He's placed, I believe, in the top 16 once, maybe top 8. I'm not even sure. I've run into him a bunch in matchmaking, but they decided to go with him. They scrimmed 18 and Elevate. I believe the series was 7-4. Their team, unknown name, no name team for right now. And so I guess that was kind of a deciding factor on why those guys wanted to team with the Denoxide. Moving on to number 3, so where does that leave you and Maniac? So me and Maniac, after we heard all those decisions made, we had basically contingency plans, stuff that we had set up for who we would want to team with, because if this player goes here, this player goes there, here, there. We knew some stuff were going to happen, we just didn't know exactly which way it was going to happen, but we were ready for it. So today, we ended up playing the Cup. I don't know what we placed, but we got DDoS out of our first match, and it was just unbelievable to kind of end the day, or start the day, aka end the day like that after going through a hellish of a day yesterday on waiting for all these decisions to be made. We ended up playing today with myself, Fear Itself, Maniac, and this kid named Posey. Posey had like 7,000 points. The goal that we were kind of going with is to have as much points as we can for this last cup. Now, this is not the final cup, but this last real cup of the top 15 teams. Now, there will be one more cup next week. It is the Last Chance Online Qualifier. It is basically a fight for that 16 seed, for that wild card. So, it's going to be crazy. I don't know what team I will be playing with. We're going to just have to wait and find out, but I'm not 100% sure what Maniac is doing either. Kind of basically the same things that are going through my mind. It's like, well, you either make it or you don't make it next week, and that's it for the season 1, and you gotta wait until season 2, and all the other big announcements are gonna be coming with Halo later this year. A lot of people were shooting me tweets today saying, you know, that's just another excuse, when I was like, okay, there's some things that I definitely said on Visions episodes or anything else that, you know, definitely sound like an excuse. For the most part, it was always like, you know, we just gotta all be energized. We all have to be on top of our game. It was never like outside factor things, in my opinion. But today's, for the response that I got, kind of got me sidetracked, because I was like, I didn't make an excuse. We got host booted. Like, I can't do anything about someone host booting one of my teammates 2 times. Literally, game number 1, I didn't die. I went 13-0, and in the next 2 games, all of a sudden, our teammates started getting host booted. It was unfortunate, but I guess it's like you guys all have said, which is facts. I do not disagree. If we didn't screw around in the beginning online qualifiers, then we wouldn't be in this situation. So really, at the end of the day, we only have ourselves to blame for it. But that is that. When I do have more information about what I'm going to be doing for this last online chance qualifier, or this last chance online qualifier cup, then I will inform everyone with some tweets, either a video with gameplay with the team, or whoever it may be. When Nick finds out what he wants to do, you know, maybe I might talk with him here later tonight, see where his head's at, what he wants to do, what he wants to try to accomplish with me, and whatnot, but just basically kind of figure out. So yeah, I do hope that informed and brought some of you guys up to speed. If you guys did enjoy me talking about this stuff and you want to hear more about this stuff when it does go down, let me know in the comments below. And as always, this is your boy Flamesword. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.